Buying a property is a significant financial and emotional investment and milestone. But the journey from house hunting to moving in can be marked by unexpected costs that catch many buyers off guard. To ensure that you're fully prepared, it's crucial to understand these unexpected expenses in property transactions. So today, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, whether you've purchased a house before or not, any of these things may be new to you, so don't go anywhere. This is your top 10 list of unexpected expenses to know about during your next property transaction. What's up? My name is Joshua Smith. I'm with the Home Agent Group. I want to talk to you about what you're up to and how we can expand together.
To be honest with you, and you can cut this in.
It's the highlight of our entire trip.
Cheers. Closing costs, one of the most substantial expenses. These fees are paid at the finalization of the property purchase and can range from 2 to 5% of the property's purchase price. The closing costs encompass a variety of charges, most of which we know about: loan fees, title fees, and recording fees, but there are some less common fees that can show up in that closing disclosure. Let's talk about HOA fees. If you're buying a property within a community that's governed by an HOA, you'll likely need to pay monthly or annual HOA fees. These fees cover the maintenance of common areas and amenities, but can range from $100 to $1,000 a month, depending on the community and its offerings. They also often charge a transfer fee, so at closing you might expect to see both the transfer fee and either a monthly or part of an annual fee that will need to be paid alongside the purchase price and the other closing costs. While it's an upfront expense, a home inspection can save you thousands by identifying issues before the purchase is finalized. As such, a home inspection is a critical step in the buying process. It's not required, but it does provide thorough evaluation of the property's condition. Now, this service can reveal hidden issues such as structural damage, plumbing problems, or electrical hazards. It provides a sort of maintenance roadmap for your new home. These can range from $300 to $500. Another good one to remember is the appraisal. Lenders require an appraisal to determine the property's market value and ensure the loan amount is appropriate. This fee is easily up to $700 as the buyer's responsibility, and if you're a cash buyer, you might not require one. But it could be a good negotiation tool for you, especially if you feel that a property for sale is overpriced. But again, if you're buying with a loan, the lender is going to require an appraisal under most circumstances. Now, depending on your location, you may be required to prepay a portion of property taxes at closing. This is the case in both Tennessee and Alabama, where I'm licensed, and this can be a hefty amount, especially if your closing date is near a tax due date. Additionally, it's important to budget for ongoing property taxes, which can vary widely based on the home's assessed value, the local tax rates. Now, that tax rate will likely be put in escrow by your lender if you are mortgaging the property, but if not, you'll be getting that tax bill at your door when it's time to pay up. Now, we all know Uncle Sam is coming after us for taxes, and we probably all know that we have to have homeowners insurance if we want to protect our asset. But did you know that you may also be required to pay title insurance? This is typically a flat fee, $1,000, $1,200. It will be required by a lender. However, if you're not buying with a mortgage, you're buying a cash, it's not going to be a requirement. It will be recommended by your title attorney, I'm sure. Speaking of insurance, if your down payment is less than 20% of the home's purchase price, you'll likely need to pay for private mortgage insurance, PMI. PMI protects the lender if you default on the loan. It typically costs between 0.3 and 1.5% of the original loan amount. Well, the original loan amount per year. This expense is often added to your monthly mortgage payment, again in escrow, but because this is something that adds to the mortgage amount, it can eat into your debt to income ratio and restrict how much you can loan for a purchase. Now, other costs that you need to anticipate are moving costs. They can add up quickly, whether you're hiring professional movers, bringing in Uncle Doug to help out, renting a truck, doing it yourself. These costs can range from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on the distance, amount of belongings that you have. Hot tip, don't forget to budget for packing materials and the potential need for temporary storage. I usually try to provide a utility sheet to the buyer, whether I represent the buyer or seller, to aid in this little nugget. But setting up utilities in your new home often comes with connection fees or deposits, often both. If the seller is willing, sometimes they can actually help you to avoid setup fees, but there may be no way around it. Now, these can include electricity, gas, water, internet, cable services, and together they can add up to several $100s. Lastly, even if your new home appears to be in perfect condition, just know there will be maintenance and unexpected repairs. It's inevitable. Even in a new construction home, not every checklist item always gets completed prior to closing. And yes, you will probably have a builder warranty, but it's wise to set aside a budget for routine upkeep, for emergencies. Experts, whoever they are, recommend saving 1% to 2% of your home's value annually for maintenance and repairs. I'd say that's a pretty good metric to stick by in my experience. So budget accordingly. Why go through all this? Are you stressed out in a deal right now or trying your best to budget for a purchase? Maybe avoid budgeting for a purchase? Being aware of these unexpected expenses can help you budget more accurately, but mostly I hope that this knowledge can help avoid stress during your property transaction. Just plan ahead, account for these costs, and you'll be better prepared to enjoy your new home without the worry of surprise expenses. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.